But this month we have replaced the previous exhibit DD. We have now made visible copies and also numbered them or not. Just ask your registrar.
Some of them were not visible.
Yes, like the year, the 2014.
Okay.
We've numbered on page 1 up to 13.
1 up to 13.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
We, just before the long adjournment, we are on page 5. The page that we've numbered is page 5.
Which was originally page 2.
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. Yeah.
And we were on the clocking history, the outclocking. The witness has just referred to the time 0601
Yes.
that appeared there. Just for record purposes, just put that again on record. What does that time represent?
Your Lordship, before we broke for the lunch break,
Yeah.
I just clarified that in terms of the right-hand column then, which refers to outclockings,
Yes.
it indicated that Mr. Ntanzi then had a work exit clocking or outclocking 1 minute past 6.
Yes.
Yes.
Shothi-ke angokuba-ke siyothatha ikhefu yokudla kanti-ke ngiye ngakhuluma-ke ngale mininingwane-ke evelela kuleli phepha ngapha ngesokudla lamakhuluma esikhuluma ngawo ukuthi-ke kula ebephuma khona emsebenzini ngamanye amazwi ube-clocka out khona kanti-ke isikhathi esikhulume ngaso-ke ukuthi ubaba uNtanzi waphuma ngaso kwaba 1 minute past 6 ekuseni.
Just for record purposes, just put the record, the time, the date on record, sorry.
The date on record that I'm referring to is the 25th of October, 2014, Your Lordship.
Kanti-ke i-date esikhuluma ngayo-ke iyona-ke yange-25 October 2014.
So for how long did he work on the 25th of October 2014? At the times that you've mentioned.
So, Your Lordship, if we look at the work in clocking, that was 3 minutes to 4, and the out clocking, which was 1 minute past 6, just roughly gives you around 2 hours that Mr. Ntanzi was at work.
Shothi-ke uma sibheka lezi iy'nkathi eziwu-2, 3:57 uma engena emsebenzini lokho esithi phecelezi ukuclocka in wangena emsebenzini ngo-3:57 kanti-ke wase-ke uyaphuma emsebenzini waclocka out ngo-1 minute past 6, 1 minute past 6. Lokho-ke kusho ukuthi usebenze nje amahora angaba u-2 phezu kwamahora nje awu-2.
Yes.
Your Lordship, then, according to this record again, Mr. Ntanzi then had 2 access clockings again. The first of those access clockings after his work clocking was 2 minutes past 6, which is 1 minute after his work clock out. And then 3 minutes past 6, he exited his workplace. You will also note, and I just want to state for the court and the record, that the clocking points on the out-clockings corresponds with the in-clocking points on the left-hand side of page 5.
Ake ngiqale lapho-ke uma sibheka-ke lama-code wokuclocka out wakhe ayafana-ke okanye ayahambelana nama-code wokuclocka in wakhe. Ngamanye amazwi-ke uma-ke ezophuma-ke emsebenzini or kulesakhiwo sasemsebenzini uphuma ey'ndaweni ey'fana nalezi angene kuzo uma engene emsebenzini. Ukuthi uma ubheka kule mininingwane kuleli phepha ngaku-right lokho kuyabonisa-ke ukuthi clocka out emva kwe minute past 6 waphinde wa clocka out ngo 2 minutes past 6 wa clocka out futhi ngo 3 minutes past 6 eyindaweni ezifana naleza clock ekuzo makangena emsebenzini.
And then, Your Lordship, the last clocking then on the outclockings for the 25th of October 2014 indicates access clocking at the hostel, which was 3 minutes to 7 in the morning.
Shuthi ke wasuyaphuma ke ephumela khona laphana ehostel ngo 3 minutes akuba kushaya ihora lesikhombisa 6:57 shuthi ke uclocka kwakhe ephuma emsebenzini okugcina ke nge-25 zika October 2014.
And according to my observation, there is no further clockings, Your Lordship, for the 28th, 27th, the 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st of October or the 1st of November. The first clocking again registered on our clocking system indicates the 2nd of November at 1 minute past 9 p.m. and it was again an access clocking at the hostel.
Uma sesibheka ke amanye ama date E26, E27, E28, 29, E30 nange 31 kanti nange 1 zika November 2014 akazange atloke angene emsebenzini ngalezo nsuku. Kodwa ke waphinde wangena futhi emsebenzini futhi waclocka ke engena emsebenzini nge-2 zika November 2014. Isikhathi angena ngaso kwaba i-1 minute past 9 ebusuku ngamanye amazwi 21:01 nakhona ke engena emsebenzini njalo kulelo sango ke elisetshenziswayo abasebenzi ukuthi makangene ke emsebenzini lase hostel.
Now, for those dates that you've mentioned, 26 October 2014 up to the 1st of November 2014, where there were not clockings, is there any accountability for that?
Yes, Your Lordship. And I just want to state for the record, if the court
Yes.
should maybe wonder why there was a discrepancy in my initial statement and this, is that at the time of the investigation, when I was approached to do my statement, I solely wrote my statement based on the evidence that was on the clocking history.
Manje ke mhlambe inkantolo ingathola ukuthi ke kukhona ukungavumelani kwestatement engasenza kanti ke nalobufakazi engikuthula namhlanje ke ngithanda ukusho ke ukuthi ngenkathi mina ngikhona ngaleso statement okanye ngithula leso statement sami mayelana naleli cala mina ke nganginike kakhulu kule mininingwane emayelana ke ne clocking history okanye umlando wokungena kwakhe emsebenzini mangizophana ngaleso statement.
However, Your Lordship, when I was approached by the state to testify in this case, I actually pulled the personal file of Mr. Mtanzini.
Kanti ke uma ke umbuso usungicelayo ke ngisho ukuthi engicela ukuthi mangizothola ubufakazi bami la enkantolo ngase ke mina ke ngiya kwi-file yakhe ubaba uNtanzi ngathi no ithi ngikhiphe le file ekababa uNtanzi ngeke ngiyibheke.
And I felt it was imperative for me to notify and to state for the record that there was a leave absence notification submitted for Mr. Mtanzini for the period 27 October 2014 to 31 October 2014.
Ngithe mangibheka ke kulamaphepha kababa uNtanzi ngase ngiyabona ke ukuthi kukhona isicelo sokuthatha ikhefu emsebenzini esafakwa esakhe lona ubaba uNtanzi kanti ke leso sicelo sasim gunyaza ke ukuthi uma ke esinikezwe sona ukuthi magabe futhi angabi khona emsebenzini kusuka nge-27 zika October 2014 athathe ikhefu eliphelela phana nge-31 zika October 2014 futhi ke zobe ngekho emsebenzini kusuka nge-27 okufika nge-31 zika October.
And the document I'm referring to, Your Lordship, is number 12 in the document pack, which then can confirm that Mr. Ntanzini applied for unpaid leave, and he stated it was for personal problems.
Kanti ke lelo pheshana ke elimaphela 12 ipheshana ke elishoyo eliphethe okanye liqukethe imininingwane eshoyo ukuthi wakela i-leave okanye ikhefu yokungaya emsebenzini engabhadaliwe.
This is page 12. Yes.
Shuthi ke ikhasi lesi-12 esikhuluma ngalo ke ukuthi kusuka ngaleso sikhathi kufika ngalesikhathi esithize impela ke ukuthatha ikhefu engabhadelwe.
And the court will also note that Mr. Ntanzini, as well as his supervisor and his HR, approved his leave application for this period.
Kanti ke usupervisor wakhe kanti nalona ke ophethe indaba zabasebenzi okanye ke okuyena ke olawula ke indlela abasebenzi basebenza ngakhona wase bathini imanager i-human officer or imanager yakhe yase ke iyasayina lapho supervisor wasayina kanti ke no manager wasayina ukuqinisekisa ukuthi bayavuma ukuthi uNtanzi makathathe leave.
Yes, and for which period did he get leave of absence?
The leave of absence was approved, Your Lordship, from the 27th to the 31st of October for those 5 consecutive days.
Kanti kwaba ilezo mtsuku ke ezufa wanikezwa lona ke lelo khefu ukusuka nge-27 zika October kwathiwa ke uzo ilanga lokugcina ke kuyoba i-31 zika October 2014.
Just then, in summary, Mr. Mulder, when did Mr. Ntanzi work for the last time?
Before he exited the services of the company,
Yes, according to the worksheets on the 25th.
according to, apologies, Your Lordship, according to the clocking history, the last whereabouts can be confirmed on the 25th of October 2014 at 3 minutes to 7 when there was an outclocking at the hostel access point.
Ukuya ke ngalento esibiza ke i-individual clocking history okanye ke umlando wakhe wokuclocka khona emsebenzini njengoba kuyinto yedwa nje kanjalo wadinwa ukubona khona lapha emsebenzini nge-25 zika October 2014 isikhathi sasethi 3 minutes before 7 ekseni khona lapha yana ngase kulela sango lase hostel.
You mentioned that he did put in leave for the 27th of October 2014 to the 31st of October 2014. Is there any explanation for his non-clocking on the 26th of October 2014?
I would not be able to say, but he would not have been expected at work. But if he did reside in the hostel, it would have reflected the clocking, Your Lordship.
Uma ngabe mfambe bekese hostel lokho bekuyovelela khona lapha kulomlando wakhe wokuclocka khona lapha kuleza zakhiwo zasemsebenzini mayelana ke nokuthi ingane ke engaclockile nge-26 zika October 2014.
The reason why I'm stating that, Your Lordship, is you can see again from the clocking history from the 2nd of November that it reflects the access clocking at 1 minute past 9, 12 minutes later, Mr. Ntanzi entered the kitchen in the hostel, and then at 9:15 in the evening, he then clocked for food in the hostel.
Shuthi ngiyakusho lokho ke ngoba ke amehlo ami abheke ke le mininingwane evelela lana ke emayelana nokuhloka kwakhe ushuthi engena kulezi zakhiwo zasemsebenzini ngoba ke uma sibheka ke i2 zika November 2014 siyabona ke ukuthi waclock okanye wangena kulesi sakhiwo sasemsebenzini ngo 9:01 kanti ke waphinde ke imizuzu ewu12 emva kwalokho waphinde wangena khona lapha endaweni la kungenwa khona ke you said this is kitchen kanti ke wangena kuleli sango lase kitchen ngo 9:13 kanti ke wayodla ke ngo 9:15 ebusuku.
Thank you, my lord. That is all.
Thank you. Any questions? Thank you, my lord. I mean, that's it. Now, sir, in your evidence in chief, you've just referred to a statement that you had previously made in this matter, correct? Is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
Yebo beqiniso lokho ngithe mangilo ngifakaza manje ngakhuluma ngestatement engingasenza phambili.
My lord, if I may respectfully refer the witness to A150, that's a statement made by him on Monday, the 22 of June at 16:50 p.m. On the 22nd of June 2020. And it was commissioned by Brigadier or now Colonel Bongani Nicholas Geninda at the Pretoria head office, NATCOM office. And it reads, it's on the letterhead of Sibanye Stillwater, and with leave of the court, may I read it to him, my lord. And it says, statement, I, Hendrik Louis Melder, ID number, I'm not going to read it on record, in my capacity as Unit Manager, Human Resources, employed at Sibanye Stillwater Gold Division, hereby state as follows.
Uthi ke istatement sakhe sifundeka ngaleyo ndlela lesi statement phela ke lapha phezulu sine letterhead yase Sibanye Stillwater. Uthi ke kulesi statement sakhe mina ke Hendrik Louis Melder angeke ngize ngifundeke i-ID number yakhe kanti ke mina ke isikhundla sami lapha nje nge unit manager ye human resources ngisebenzela ke yona iSibanye Stillwater kanti ke okanye ngiqashwe yiyo iSibanye Stillwater i-division okanye igatsha legolide ngikhuluma lokhu ke okulandelayo.
Paragraph 1, according to the company records, Mr. B.S. Ntanzini, industry number Z7841016, was employed by Driefontein Division of Sibanye Stillwater on the 18th of April 2009 in the position of scoping laborer, and in brackets you refer to Annexure A, that is the printout from the HR system as proof of employment, close bracket.
Ukuya ngama record o Mr. B.S. Ntanzini one industry number lena okanye ke inombolo yakhe yasemsebenzini ethi Z7841016 ubesebenza khona laphana eDriefontein Division ye Sibanye Stillwater nge-18 zika April 2009 kanti ke isikhundla besiphethe ilesi se stoping laborer kanti ke u-Annexure A iwona ke okuyi printout ye system ye HR okubufakazi bokuthi ke ukhona kuma record wethu wabantu abasebenzayo khona lapha.
Paragraph 2, further to this, the company records reflect that Mr. Ntanzini's services were terminated by Driefontein Division on the 18th of February 2016 after he absconded from work, and in brackets, you refer to Annexure B, which is a printout from the HR system as proof of exit from the company, close bracket.
Kwalokho ke ukuya ngama record wenkampani abonisa ke ukuthi uMr Ntanzini waxoshwa ke okanye wasulwa emsebenzini khona laphana eDriefontein division nge-18 zika February 2016 emva kokuthi ke angezi okanye emva kokuthi ahluleke ukuza emsebenzini. Kunalento esibiza i-printout okanye amaphepha akhishwe ke i-system yasemsebenzini okuyiyona ke okubufakazi bokuthi useyaphuma ke enkampanini okanye uyasulwa khona laphana ke enkampanini.
At paragraph 3, Annexure C refers to the clocking history of Mr. Ntanzini between the 24th of October 2014 up to the 3rd November 2014. This is a system report generated by the company's time and attendance system whereby employees are issued with a smart card and are required to clock for work, access and meals. According to this report, Mr. Ntanzini last reported for duty on the 25th of October 2014 at 3:57 a.m. and left work at 6:01 a.m. There are no further work, access or meal clockings for the 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st of October or the 1st of November 2014. In the absence of a scheduled absence record, one can conclude that Mr. Ntanzini was absent without permission, and in brackets is the AWOP, that is the acronym, during this period.
Manje ke
Sorry, let me finish reading it. Sorry. The next recorded clocking is for access and a meal on the 2nd of November 2014 at 21:15 p.m.
kanti ke u-Annexure C wona ke ukhuluma ke ngomlando wokuhlokwa kwakhe khona lapha emsebenzini. Sikhuluma ngayo uMr Ntanzini ukusuka nge-24 zika October 2014 ukufika ke nge-3 zika November 2014. Kanti ke isibikezelo ke lesi ese-system esakhishwa yiyo i-system yale nkampani ngenkathi ke eloko eza okanye ezokloka khona laphana emsebenzini. Lapho ke kubonakala khona ke ukuthi lona ke umsebenzi okanye lo osebenzela le nkampani wanikezwa ke i-smart card kanti ke kulindelwe ke ukuthi maka aclocke ngayo leyo smart card emsebenzini akwazi ke ukungena khona laphana emasangweni wasemsebenzini kanti ke akwazi ukuthi nokuthi athole nokudla. Ukuya ke ngalesi sibikezelo uMr Ntanzini wagcinwa ke ukubonwa emsebenzini okanye wagcina ukuze emsebenzini nge-25 zika October 2014 isikhathi sasithi 3:57 ekseni ngamanye amazwi 3 minutes before 4 o'clock ekseni wase ke uyasuka khona laphana kanye waclocka ke ephuma emsebenzini nge-1 minute past 6 ekseni kanti ke ayisekho ke kushuthi ke awusekho ke umlando obonakalayo ke omayelana ke nomsebenzi wakhe okanye ukufika khona lapha okanye ukungena khona lapha ezakhiweni zomsebenzi wenzale inkampani nokuthi mhlambe ayoclocka ukuthi akwazi ukuthola ukudla. Lokho sikubone ukuthi akasakhona ukukwenza lokho kusuka nge-26 27, 28, 29 nange-30, 31 zika October noma i-1 zika November 2014. Futhi ngazo zona lezo insuku ke ubengekho umlando wokuthi aclocke emsebenzini busungasabonakali nokuthi mhlambe aclockele ukudla nalokho bese sekungasabonakali ukufika ke nge-1 zika November 2014. Kanti ke uma sibheka ke indlela okusetshenziswa ngakhona ukuthi yena bekengekho ukuya ngama record umuntu ke angagcina ke sethathe isinqumo sokuthi ke uBaba uNtanzi ubengekho semsebenzini ngalesi sikhathi. Futhi ke wangayi emsebenzini nanoma imvume engayitholanga ukuthi angabaseza emsebenzini kodwa waphinde ke wangaseza ke emsebenzini. Kanti ke enye irecord yokutloka kwakhe ukuthi ke akwazi ukungena kulezi zakhiwo zasemsebenzini nokuthi ke athole nokudla khona lapha emsebenzini kwaba yirecord yange-2 zika November 2014 isikhathi sasithi 9:15 ebusuku. Thank you, Lordship.
Now, if I may refer you respectfully to the annual leave application form that you had referred to in your evidence in chief, which will be at page 13. If you can go there for me, please. Now, if we look at the bottom section with the columns, correct me if I'm wrong, accused number 2 applied for that leave way back in 14th of July 2014, correct?
Ake sizwe ke ukuthi uzophendula kanjani ukuthi umangalelwa wesibili uwenza ke isicelo sale leave nge-14 zika July.
Your Lordship, I can't see anything to that effect on this form. If the defence can just...
If we look perhaps at the top, after the heading annual leave application form at the top, there'll be a column with 3 blocks there. I don't know what you call them, 3 cells. At the right, it will have a print date and time, which is 14 July 2014 at 5:13:46 a.m. That's when this form was generated. At the top right hand. Yes. And below where the employee, the supervisor, and the head of department signs also it's on the same day, the 14th of July 2014. Do you see that?
Your Lordship, I just want to maybe for the record, just clarify.
Yes.
The record that I testified to was number 12 in the back.
Number 12.
Number 13 actually refers to an annual leave application that Mr. Ntanzini applied for annual leave earlier in the year. You'll see the commencement of that leave is the 25th
okay.
of July
Okay.
2014.
Correct. Let's go to
Ngithanda ukusho ke lokho ukuthi phela ke ubufakazi bami njengoba ngethula nje buncike kulela khasi page number 12
yes.
shoyo ke ukuthi ubengekho emsebenzini nanini kanti ke lana uma sibheka kuleli khasi 13 liyasho ke ukuthi wenza leso sicelo ke nge-25 zika July 2014.
Okay, the one that I'm looking at, I can't actually, that it's called, the title is leave / absence notification. That's the one that you referred to, correct?
That's correct, Your Lordship.
Yebo, ilokho ke bengikhuluma ngakho ukuthi phezulu laphana ke isihloko sakhona saleli khasi mina bengiletha ubufakazi bami ngalo. City leave / absence notification.
And that's the one that was approved for the leave dates starting from the 27th of October 2014 to the 31st of October 2014 for 5 days, correct?
That's correct, Your Lordship.
Kanti ke lesi saziso ke kwaba yisona ke esivunywa ke inkampani ukuthi kulungileke ukuthi angathatha ke insuku ezu5 ukuthi angabi khona emsebenzini ukusuka nge-27 zika October 2014 ukufika nge-31 zika October 2014.
Now, if we look at that leave absence notification form and we come to your statement where it says, in the absence of a scheduled absence record at paragraph 3, one can conclude that Mr. Ntanzini was absent without permission during this period. That was a mistake on your part, correct?
As I stated to the court, sir.
Njengoba sengishilo ngitshela inkantolo yebo ukuthi kwaba ke iphutha nje ekimina okanye ehlangothini lami mayelana ke nale paragraph eshoyo ke ukuthi ngenxa yokuthi ke ubengekho emsebenzini umuntu angavele nje ancume ukuthi uthathe okanye akazange abe semsebenzini njena ke engagunyaziwe ukuthi angabi semsebenzini lokho ke kwaba iphutha kimi.
Now, regarding his absence on Sunday, the 26th of October 2014, my instructions are that according to his contract, he was not working Sundays. It was a non-working day for him. So there will be no reason for him to clock on duty on the 26th of October 2014. What is your comment to that?
That would be correct, sir.
Kuyobe kuyiqiniso lokho. Yebo ngivumelana naye ke ukuthi ngendlela besebenza ngakhona ukuthi njalo ngesonto ubengayi emsebenzini manje ke bekungeke kuze kukhonakala ukuthi ayokloka nge-26 zika October 2014 kungukuthi bekuwusonto leyo suku ke bekungesonto. Ngivumelana naye lapho.
And further, the non-clockings for the 27th to the 1st of November. Yes, 21st of the 27th of October 2014 to the 1st of November 2014. My instructions are that he wouldn't clock at that period because he was on leave that we know was approved, but that he was also at home in KwaZulu-Natal. Hence, there was no clocking history during that time period. Do you have any comment on that?
Yes, Your Lordship. So I can confirm that because of his absence, he wouldn't have any clockings, but I cannot confirm his whereabouts, unfortunately.
Mina ke ngaqinisekisa ke ukuthi ubengekho nje emsebenzini ngoba ke beke selivini. Ukuthi beke kuphi ke mayelana ke nalokusuku i-27 zika October 2014 lokho ke angeke ngikwazi ukuqinisekisa. Kodwa ke ngiyakuvuma lokho ukuthi ngempela ubengekho emsebenzini ngoba beke selivini. Akaclockanga njena ngoba beke selivini nge-27 zika October.
And furthermore, why he did not clock specifically also regarding the 1st of November 2014, which was a Saturday. He instructs me that because he worked on Saturday, the 25th of November, there's one in, one out. So if you work the one Saturday, the next Saturday, you are not on duty, it's your day off. That's why he did not log on this, the 1st of November 2014, only returned to work on Sunday, the 2nd of October 2014.
That is correct, Your Lordship. At the mines we work ESF system, which is one Saturday on, one off.
Uthi ke yebo kuyiqiniso lokho ukuthi le Saturday yange-1 zika November ubengeka kwazi ukuthi angene emsebenzini ngoba ke kukhona ke lokusebenza kushintshiswana ngamaviki. Ngamanye amazwi uma kungukuthi kulomgcibelo ungenile lo yamgcibelo angeke akwazi ukuthi makangene emsebenzini. Yebo ngiyaqinisekisa ke lo.
And you were asked as to the number of hours that were put as a shift on the 25th, which is from just before 4 o'clock until just after 6 o'clock, which is 2 hours. My instructions are this, that when employees go on leave and they are traveling mainly because they are from out of province, they'll have prior permission from their supervisor that they can leave early because they are traveling out of province. Therefore, he had permission that day from his supervisor to leave at 6 in the morning. That was approved. He didn't work his whole shift.
Yes, Your Lordship, it is not a standard code of practice. It usually falls into arrangement with some supervisors with annual leave. So it would be unjust for me to confirm or to deny whether there was that arrangement.
That is fair.
Manje ke kukhona indlela abasebenza ngakhona nama-supervisor wabo mayelana ke nokuthi uma umuntu ezohamba aye elivini uyavunyelwa yini ukuthi makahambe mhlambe kusenesikhathi okanye aphume phambi kokuthi ke kube isikhathi sakhe sokuphuma emsebenzini. angeke ngiphikisane nalokho ukuthi kwaba khona lawo malungiselelo phakathi kwakhe lona uNtanzini nalo okusupervisor wakhe ukuthi aba khona noma azange abe khona manje ngaleyo ndlela ke angeke ngikwazi ukuqinisekisa ke.
Now, finally, regarding the access for meal, access to the kitchen, my instructions are that it is not compulsory or mandatory to eat at the kitchen. There are, even including himself, there are people that cook in their rooms if they don't want to eat from the meal provided in the kitchen. That's why on other days, there won't be clockings for meals regarding his clocking history.
Yes, Your Lordship, it's not compulsory to make use of the hostel kitchen. However, that's why you'll see when employees do make use, they have to clock for their meals.
Yebo kuyiqiniso lokho-ke ukuthi akekho umuntu ophoqwayo ukuthi makaye laphana ekhishini lase-hostel ukuthi ayothatha ukudla khona laphana. Uma ngabe uyafuna ukuyolanda ukudla khona ekhishini leli lase-hostel angakwenza lokho kodwa-ke akekho ophoqwayo ukuthi makakwenze.
Thank you, Mr. Mulder. Thank you, my Lord. I mean, those are my questions.
Any re-examination?
Just one aspect. Mr. Ramos Sepil, on behalf of accused number 2, put it to you that the accused had permission on the 25th of October 2014 from his supervisor to leave at 06:01. What was the length of the shift that he had to work on the day?
Your Lordship, the normal shift for a Saturday is a 4-hour shift. Anything less would be considered a short shift unless there is other work arrangements where overtime would be paid and compensated.
Uyabona-ke ngomgqibelo isikhathi umuntu afanele ukuthi-ke asebenze amahora awu-4 njengoba-ke ummangalelwa-ke yena wahamba ngo-6 o'clock futhi usebenze nje amahora angaba awu-2. Uma ngabe-ke kukhona amalungiselelo athize-ke amayelana nokuthi yena ahambe phambi kwesikhathi sokuthi atloke lokho kungalungiswa-ke mayelana nokuthi i-overtime yakhe ikhokhelwa kanjani ngoba phela-ke usethathe amahora awu-2 esikhathini sakhe esijwayelekile somsebenzi.
And what is the position if an employee gets permission from his supervisor to leave early? Is it documented anywhere?
Your Lordship, it's unfortunately not documented anywhere. However, in terms of the clocking system, I can just state for the court that if he left early without permission, due to his clocking duration status, it would put the company in a position to take disciplinary action if he left without permission.
Akukho la kubhalwa khona-ke ukuthi manje sekube nesivunyelwano esithize esimayelana ukuthi lona-ke uzohamba phambi kwesikhathi sokuthi angakloka ngaso ngaphandle kokuthi-ke ukuvumelana nje ngomlomo ukuthi yebo uvumelekile okanye uyagunyazwa-ke ukuthi angahamba ngaleso sikhathi kodwa-ke uma kungatholakala-ke ukuthi uhambe ngaphandle kokuthi kube nemvume anikezwa yona ukuthi angahamba lokho-ke kuyomenza ukuthi-ke abhekane nomthetho wasemsebenzini-ke.
Thank you, Malabeli Sohan.
Yes, Mr. Mulder. You said you had a file with you. Is that your labor relations file in respect of the employee? No, accused number 2.
Your Lordship, the file that I have with me is the employee's personal file records. So it doesn't contain the ER records specifically. It is all leave applications, all of the documentation, process documentation collated during his employment with the company, including his original offer of employment, etc.
Yeah.
Ifayili lena-ke ekhona lana imayelana-ke nendlela ummangalelwa okanye lo osebenzela le nkampani esebenze ngakhona ama-document amayelana-ke nakho konke lokho ukuthi-ke ubengena kanjani emsebenzini, mhlambe into efana no leave kanjalo-ke, iyona file siyibiza-ke ukuthi i-personal file yakhe leyo.
But according to that personal file and the records of clocking, on the 26th of October 2024, does it not show that he was not at work, accused number 2, on that day?
Yes, Your Lordship, according to the clocking history, it shows on the 26th no clockings for work or access because he wasn't expected at work.
Yeah, but the point I'm trying to make is, was he or was he not on work according to your records on the 26th of October?
He was not at work.
He was
sir.
not at work. Would you have payment records concerning that day, that particular day? Was he paid for that day, the 26th of October?
Non-working days is actually on the employee's payslip, it will reflect as such. So on his payslip, it would have had a code that would say NW, which is a non-working shift.
Can you give the prosecutor at your leisure the pay slip for that period? Is it possible?
Yes, Your Lordship, we
In
can.
respect of the month of October up to the 1st of November, is it possible?
We can make it available to the court, Your Lordship.
Yeah, you don't have to come to court. But what you have to do is, if you have it, then you make an affidavit, okay?
We'll
To
do so.
certify that that pay slip is in respect of accused number 2, and it is in respect of the period from, you pay them on the 1st of the month, or what?
We work on a 25-day cycle, but it includes the non-working days, so it's from the first to the last day of the month. But depending on the pay cycle, we also have 5 different pay cycles. So I'll just have to confirm with the records, Your Lordship, when is his exact cycle dates, and then I will make sure that we extract a pay slip to cover that period.
Yes, please, and then you make an affidavit to the effect, and it can be handed up to court. But if you don't make an affidavit, then you'll have to come back here, physically. Are you with me?
Noted, Your Lordship.
Can you make arrangements with both Mr. Ramosepidi and the prosecutor, Mr. Baloi, how this exercise is going to be conducted? Okay.
Yes.
Manje uyakusho lokho-ke ukuthi nge-26 zika-October 2014 yebo ubengekho njengoba inkantolo yayifuna ukuqinisekisa ukuthi nge-26 zika-October 2014 ngeke semsebenzini noma cha ukuthi cha bekengekho emsebenzini we-26. Kanti-ke mayelana-ke nokubhadalwa kwakhe-ke okanye iholo lakhe ngenxa yokuthi belakekho semsebenzini, uthi lokho kubhalwa phansi kwi-salary advice or kwi-payslip yakhe lento okuthiwa-ke i-NW, i-non-work. Kanti leyo suku-ke libhalwa phansi njengosuku angazange alusebenzele. Kanti-ke uyakusho lokho-ke ukuthi uma ngabe isidingo sikhona-ke ngizokwazi ukuthi ngilethe leyo-ke njengoba inkantolo-ke isicelile ukuthi makalethe-ke i-payslip ezobonisa-ke leyo suku ukuthi ngempela nge-26 ka-October 2014 bekengekho semsebenzini. Kanti-ke lokho kuyomele ukuthi akunikeze umshushisi laphaya. And phezu kwalokho-ke kuyofanele-ke ukuthi anikezane-ke nestatement esikhomishiniwe. Uma engakwenzi lokho kuyofuneka ukuthi-ke uyophoqeka ukuthi makeze la enkantolo aphinde futhi azothula ubufakazi bakhe la enkantolo. Ngaleyo ndlela-ke uyakuvuma lokho ukuthi cha ngizokwenza isiqiniseko sokuthi ngiyayenza i-affidavit ekhomishiniwe ezohambelana nayo le payslip lena-ke ebonisa-ke iy'nsuku lezo angakwazanga ukuthi azisebenzele ngazo. Kanti-ke mayelana-ke nedate yokuthi-ke ubhadalwa nini okanye uthola nini iholo lakhe, uthi kukhona amasayikeli angaba wu-5 wokubhadalwa-ke kwabasebenzi. Kuyofuneka ukuthi ngibheke emaphepheni wami ukuqinisekisa-ke ukuthi yena-ke isayikeli yakhe ye-payment yaba nini. Lokho-ke ngizokwazi ukuthi ngixoxe okanye-ke ngizixhumanise naye-ke umshushisi ukwenza isiqiniseko sakho. Thank you, my lord.
It's 10 days, okay, for this exercise, 10 days.
That will be.
Meaning that by the, what's the date today, the 18th? By the 18th,
It will be sufficient, Your Lordship.
Okay, by the 18th, then the prosecutor and Mr. Ramasipidi will advise me accordingly, okay? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
At this stage, the state wish to hand in an affidavit in terms of section 236 of the Criminal Procedure Act 51 of 1957 of the bank records of accused number 2, Mr. Bongani Mtanzi. I'll just briefly put the contents thereof on record. This will be Exhibit DD1, just to keep it together with the cloaking history that has just been handed up, Exhibit DD. And it's First Lores Cars 63610 of 2014, affidavit in terms of Section 236 of Act 51 of 1977. With the heading Proof of Entries in Accounting Records and or Documentation of Banks. I, the undersigned, Carolina Petronella Buota, do hereby state that I am in the service of Capitec Bank, 60 Main Street, Johannesburg, herein after referred to as the bank, paragraph 2. I have examined the entries in the accounting records and the documents of this bank as set out in the annexure thereto.
Sorry. Just before you proceed, have you supplied that document to Mr. Ramasipiti?
Yes.
Is that so, sir?
I do have it, my lord.
Okay, yes. Yes, you're saying?
I don't have that document. I actually don't understand what is now happening.
No, but the prosecutor said this concerns only accused number 2.
Yeah, but my lord, the state needs to understand that in their indictment, they are alleging conspiracy, so this accused are charged in terms of the common purpose. So
Okay,
we
fine.
need to furnish you that information.
We will make it available to counsel, my lord.
And you're entitled to cross-examine if you're saying that, sir. So we can even recall that witness which left here.
But my concern, my lord, is about what is happening now. The
Yes, so that
information is now reading into the record. It was never discussed with us. I don't know whether it was discussed with Mr. Ramasipidi. It was a simple stands up and read something into the record that was never discussed with us. It is as if we're not part of the trial. In the indictment, they are alleging common purpose.
No, fine, I hear you.
Yes.
It was discussed
We
with
need to
Mr.
Hello?
furnish this information first before this process can unfold,
It was discussed with Mr. Ramasipili, my lord.
but not us.
Can I then proceed, my lord? We will make copies for Advocate Nisi.
You know what? To be fair, can you recall Mr. Mulder? Do you have his number?
Yes, he is also, but they do have.
No, you must cross-examine him.
Oh, sorry.
Just forward Mr. Mulder.
I think it should be outside.
Just forward Mr. Mulder.
I was quickly calling him.
Well, I beg permission to approach my learned colleague, Mr. Baloyi. Thank you, Madam President. That's it.
Is he still around?
I'm told his phone is off.
Hello?
Maybe adjourn for a, I don't know if my colleagues have got cross-examination for him.
Yeah, no, let's wait for Mr. Mulder first. Because Mr. Mshololo approached me in chambers and said she's aware that you are only going to be leading the evidence of number 2, and she requested to be excused so that she must be deputized by her learned colleague. So I took it for granted that these things are discussed, and you adumbrated it by saying that what you are going to lead, the evidence only concerns accused number 2, and nobody objected at that stage.
Yes.
So I took it that it was by arrangement.
But please, I didn't seem to get any signal from my colleagues that they want to join issue with anything that was said by the witness.
If he's not around, then we adjourn. Then he can come back tomorrow morning.
Yes, but if I can make a suggestion just to find out from my learned friend if they have any cross-examination, because if they don't, then there's no point in him coming back.
No, call Mr. Mulder.
As a good
I'll be accused of people not having a fair trial. So we can adjourn so that he comes and be cross-examined.
Can you just adjourn briefly?
And then tomorrow, are you calling any other
Yes.
witness?
Well, we are at a stage, my lord, where we want to start with a trial within a trial.
No, fine. But I'm
Yes.
saying, are you calling
Yes,
any witness tomorrow?
I'm getting there, my lord. And my learned friend, it affects Mr. Ramosepeli, and he has indicated, my lord, that there are certain issues that he wants to consider. So all I'm saying is that it's unlikely that we'll be sitting tomorrow.
Yeah, well,
My lord, I wish to be clarified here. In this trial, I've just indicated that the state in the indictment are saying that this accused person acted in furtherance of a common purpose. Now, if they are alleging that the issues that they will be leading tomorrow, they only affect accused number 2, then they need to be specific that so far as
Now it
the
affects
other
everybody.
accused are concerned, they are then withdrawing their allegation of a common purpose in the indictment.
No,
Then we'll sit down and do
it
nothing.
affects everybody.
And then if it affects
Unless there
everybody-
is consent.
Yes.
Like, for instance, we let evidence here of Mr. What's Captain who, Masitla?
Yes, Captain Masitla.
Yeah, and that evidence was neutral.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, if we were preoccupied with expediency and time, that evidence should have been admitted.
Yes.
We spent a day, Mr. Baloyi,
Yes.
you are the
Yes.
prosecutor.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, we spent a day singing.
Yes, I indicated that his
And
evidence.
then, that evidence we all know,
Yes,
it affects nobody here.
yes.
Instead of you, as the Dominus Litis, trying to say this evidence can be admitted.
Well, we did prepare an admission. The court will recall that we did prepare that admission, but it wasn't admitted. And just to clarify what Advocate Ms. is saying, What we're saying is that the statements affect the clients of Mr. Ramasipili. That's what we're saying.
So we are adjourning now.
Just to see if we can get hold of Mr. Mulder, just for a few minutes, my lord.
Okay, 5 minutes.